Hi, I'm Kyle McAuley with new Filmmakers Los Angeles and MovieMaker magazine. We're sitting here at the Filmmakers Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood with Mars Roberge, the filmmaker behind The Little House That Could. Let's watch a clip.
Together and Pappy, like, hey, there's 20 of us here. She's like, okay, well, we have 20 mouths to feed. It wasn't about like what the store could do. It was like what the store could do to make money, to bring it so that we could all keep our jobs and keep making money. And, you know, and so it wasn't just about Pat, it was about all of us.
Will you give us a synopsis of the film?
Yes, The Little House That Could is the story of a group of lost outsiders that have congregated in New York City and have taken retreat in what would be an orphanage for gay troubled youth under Sex and the City stylist Patricia Field. Not only does she give them jobs, but she also houses them and their careers, and everybody blossoms, and it's about a dysfunctional family that works.
So have you ever dabbled in fashion?
Yeah, I was Patricia Field's main stylist in New York for about 10 years. A good example, you know, Britney Spears and that page 666 look. I did that. I came up with that. Like, that was like one of my clients. So I was like in New York City as one of the main stylists. And when I say that, I was an in-house stylist for a store. It houses a lot of stylists, and stylists, as we talk about in the movie, will come to the store to get kind of advice from us. So it was kind of like, yeah, that's what I spent a good 10 years of my life doing, and now I'm pursuing filmmaking full on.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I bet that's rewarding.
It is. I jokingly say I'm a method writer, because I had to put myself in all these crazy situations for 25 years where I almost didn't come back, and now I have about 6 stories to tell. That Little House That Could was one of them.
Wow, very cool. What was the biggest challenge in terms of production?
The biggest challenge is when you're trying to do a feature film and there's just 2 people. You know, we fought all the time. The other guy was Bob Lesser. He provided the lights and was my cameraman. And, you know, it's like a lot of stress, and we're trying to do everything that we just got on each other's nerves so much. After we'd shoot for like about 2 or 3 days, we wouldn't talk for about 9 months. And then we'd try it again and try it again. And, you know, it was a bit of a learning experience as we went.
How long was the shoot?
I started in 2006, and I finished everything in 2012. I had finished shooting in 2010, moved out to LA, and I ran into some of my old friends that also worked at the store, Patricia Field, and I said, I'm going to interview them. And one of the people was Armin Ra, who actually has a big hit movie on him right now that's playing everywhere called When My Sorrow Died. And his interview was, to me, the highlight of the whole movie. It was really funny and very sarcastic and went against everything everybody talked about. So I said, I'm going to make this the main interview in my whole movie and cut my movie around it. And so it took me till 2012 to finish it.
Okay. So what are your next steps moving forward?
I'm making a new feature film that actually took me 20 years to write. It's called Scumbag. It's a movie about a group of telemarketers. It's a true story about a group of telemarketers in Toronto at a company that was shut down in the 90s for fraud. Some of those people have died, they've gone to jail, they've gone crazy, and I've like written a movie about them. And I've pretty much cast any kind of star that I've ever met in my life, a lot of music stars. I spent a good 25 years as a DJ. So I've got insane list of people, everybody from Moby to Michael Alec, who they made the movie Party Monster about, to Nina Hartley, the porn star, to just everybody I ever thought was interesting that I met in my life are in this movie. There's 96 actors in this movie. I'm not talking about extras. And again, I'm doing this totally guerrilla style.
Wow. You've had a full life.
Well, I hope so. Now I feel like there should be about 10 movies I should have made by now, so now I'm trying to catch up to that. So that's my goal. I'm going to try to make a movie every year. Yeah. And I actually start shooting this next one in 2 weeks in New York City. And then I come back and continue shooting out here. So that's kind of where I'm at, you know. And that was again, a movie for the love of it. I don't have a backer. I'm like working a day job and then putting my money away and shooting a scene every month till I finish this. And it's a 2-hour feature film.
Yeah. Well, you can only put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna have a crew, a bigger crew that actually understands the project, and I've handpicked everybody. I'm the writer, director, editor, caster, producer. This time I'm doing everything except holding the camera.
Well, it was a pleasure having you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.